Hey everybody, it's Exonerated and I'm back on Remedaut and I've been a little busy. Let's talk about what I've done. So last time we were here, we set up a couple of ways to generate mana, and we went through and set up this auto farm for plants to get mana petals, and needless to say, we have all the flowers we will ever need in Botania forever into perpetuity. At least I hope so. At any rate, this of course worked as expected. The redstone comparator comes out, shuts this off, and of course the mana pools just fill up. So basically we've got a backlog of mana. And what I think I want to do before we get too much into today is I want to make some extra mana pools so we can start stockpiling. So let's do that real quick. Let's get 4 and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So obviously this will fill right here. Let's see, we'll put one there. And we want to put it in such a way that maybe that one. I think that one's going to that one. We can always aim it. Let's switch it to bind mode. That to there. Alright, and now that'll start gaining mana. This will start gaining mana. This one will continue to gain mana from these flowers around it, so we don't have to worry about it. And it'll just be, for now, a kind of cheap, poor man's way of backlogging mana. That's what I mean to say. So I want to take a... Ooh, I already had a pool there. I want to take a break from Botania for a little bit and start looking at a mod that I have been dying to get my hands on, and that is Blood Altar. Now, Blood Altar is a system of... God, I really don't even know how to describe it. It is essentially a blood altar, and what you can do is, it's really easy to craft, rather. You go through and you craft yourself up a blood altar and place it down, and then you have the ability to kind of expand the power of the blood altar. So, for instance, the first thing you end up making inevitably is a master blood orb. Wait a minute. That's what I thought. This one's not bound to anybody, is it? Okay, so this looks like a little gift from JSM, which I will have to thank him for later. This is the blood orb that you start off making. It's a weak blood orb, and basically you bind it to yourself, and the purpose behind this blood altar basically is you fill it with blood or life essence, and over time, you use that blood to craft different things. So, for instance, right now, we can take, well, let's do it together. We can take smooth stone, okay, and since there's blood in this altar here, if we just pop a stone on there, it's going to turn it into something called a slate. Now, slates are kind of like the building blocks of Blood Altar. They give you the ability to make so many things. For instance, if we look at slates, you can see there's 6 main ones that do different things. And one of them is the Green Grove. So every time you use it, basically you use your life points to cause things to grow. That makes stone. I don't know about that one. But we'll find out. So basically what you have is you start off with a blood altar, and it's just like this. Now this limestone is just something I placed here. But basically this blood altar is at what is considered a level 1 blood altar. So it has no added blocks or anything to kind of make it more powerful. So what I have over here is I've gone through and with a little work, I've removed them since then, but we're going to look it up. We're going to look up the rune, and the rune I made was a rune of sacrifice. And what it requires is these reinforced slates. So if we go and we look up a reinforced slate right here, you can see that we need a tier 2 blood altar. So basically, like, to build a bigger blood altar, we have to use these rune blocks that we make. Like, these are runes of sacrifice. But the starting blocks that you get are simply just, not that, whoops. Let's see if I've got some. I don't have any here, but I'm sure I have some in my AE network. So let's check it out. Rune. Yep, I got 17 blood runes. So these are real simple to make if you look at them. It's just 2 blank slates. You put your little orb in the middle and then just some stone. So where we have a level 1 altar right here, if we just put our first tier of runes around it, we now have what's called a level 2 altar. Now, you wouldn't be able to tell you had a level 2 altar necessarily without some other stuff. But the surest way to find out whether or not you do or not is to take one of the blank slates that we've already crafted and throw it in there. And you can see the red blood particles, so that means it's working. And you'll know for certain you have a level 2 blood altar if it turns into a reinforced slate. And there we go. So we've got our reinforced slate. So basically what we've done is we went through, we got our blood altar, we got our starting blood runes, and we use those blood runes to make some reinforced slates. Now what we want is we want a little bit more bang for our buck, because in order to fill this blood altar up with points, with life points, you have to make what's called a sacrificial knife. And we'll look that up. We'll spell it right and everything. Here we go. So sacrificial knife is real easy to make, just some glass, gold, and iron. But every time you use it near the altar, you can see the blood level of the altar goes up, at least until it reaches a point. Now, if you're wondering, this blood altar by itself has an initial tank, so to speak, of 10,000 life points. So if you don't see it going up anymore, like right now, that means you can't actually put any more in it. It's full. So how can we manage this blood altar? Well, the first thing we can do is craft up a divination. I'm saying that wrong. Divination sigil. Okay, and this is real easy to craft actually. It just takes a blank slate, some glass, and then you put your little blood orb in the middle of it. Now what you do is you can come up and you right click on the altar and it tells you, hey, I've got 10,000 life points in me and I'm a tier 2 altar. So that's real easy. We can kind of police it. Now, where this was my blood orb, now, okay, if we right click the divination sigil, I've got current essence of 5,000 life points. This master blood orb he gave me is like a more high-powered version of this. So watch, if we link that to us, if we hover over it, it's now exonerated, right? Now we have 5,200 life points because this weak blood orb only stores 5,000. But this master blood orb, it stores more than that. In fact, if we put it in the blood altar, we can actually see we're storing up, we should be storing up life points. Let's do some sacrificing on ourselves here. Get it down low. And if we tap the air, it's going to be a jerk. Okay, so I guess 5,200 is all I can do right now. But that's fine. This master blood orb, though, is usable in almost all recipes. This weak blood orb, because it's weak, isn't. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stow that away for now. Alright, so then the issue becomes, alright, well, obviously I need a lot of blood in order to fill this blood altar and keep it running. So what can we do about that? Well, as luck would have it, I have plenty of room under here to store some mobs. And if you kill any mobs around the, which if I can get close enough, you kill any mobs around the blood altar up there, it'll actually store their life points in the blood altar. So we can use mobs to fill the blood altar. So how do we automate that? Well, the blood magic mod has a ritual device built into it. And basically what you do is you make a ritual diviner, and you make a master ritual stone, and you set it up in a place, and basically it'll take, in this case, the outline of these temple blocks here, and it'll place stones in such a way that when you activate it, it'll actually start taking life from the mobs and kill them for you. So we have a way to kill mobs and fill our life essence up at the same time without having to use our sacrificial knife. The problem with this is this requires a tier 3 altar. So what we're going to start on today, now that I've got you guys here, is, I'm going to put that up there, we're going to start working on a tier 3 altar. Now, I'm skipping a lot of the elementary stuff here because, to be honest with you, most folks who watch modded series, they've seen a lot of this stuff together already. So what I'm going to essentially do is just go through now and start working on making the blood altar the next level. And to do that, I'm going to have to clear away this blue stone, which I thought I was going to use as a base, but now the way I've changed my design up, I need it gone. So let's clear some of that out. Now you've seen down here I've got this path of limestone. That basically marks out where I need sections of the blood altar to come down to. So let's see, let's pull this in. Basically, the tiers of the blood altar will come out on all sides at this interval. And we'll have to put these blood runes in their places in order to have it work properly. And that's a little difficult to describe, but basically, every end of a level here will have to be, let me get one more, will have to be blood runes. The rest of this gap right here can be whatever I want to be, so we can actually do some designing later on after we start building the altar further. But the first thing, like I said, I want to do is clear this path, and then maybe when I come back we can start working on setting up the next tier to make this like a tier 3 blood altar. Okay, so now I've cleared everything away, and you can get a better idea of where everything's going to go. So like I was saying, what we need to do is this row right here, all the way around the blood altar, we need to put in some runes, and I want to make them runes of sacrifice. So what I'm currently doing is, you can see I've got a little transfer node from Extra Utilities set up. What I did was I put a filter in it to only pick up reinforced slate. So basically what's going on is the altar is going to leave a slate in until it becomes a reinforced slate. Now, I really didn't explain this a whole lot, but basically the way it works is you put a stone in, you get a slate. the longer you leave the slate in, the higher of tier it becomes. So currently I've got a total of 14 reinforced slates. I need 20 runes. I've got 8. It takes 2 of these reinforced slates to make the runes, each rune that I need. So I need 12, so I need 24 more reinforced slates. So basically, this is going to kind of be on autopilot while we keep working. Another big thing to do too is you've got to be careful when you're sacrificing your own self on this. If you kill yourself in the process of sacrificing yourself, you will actually get a debuff that goes through and makes it so you don't grant as much life points. And it was done to help keep people from abusing the system. So here we go. I'm putting in these blood runes now while that's cooking. And we're done. So let's put in another one. Let's check out our points. Oop, we're down to 50 or 2,800. Let's eat some food and give it some more. These runes of sacrifice are going to help because they're going to basically have the system do a better job of gathering blood every time we use the knife or any kind of blood gathering process. So let's see. I have enough in there to turn that one, I think, but let's go down. There we go. I like playing with death here. Let's grab. Let's see. I've got. This will be number 18 out of the 24 I need. And any day now. Any day now. You got to be careful not to let this run down to 0 too. It seems to take forever to process when it gets down low like that. So let's take these reinforced slates. Let's go over to our AE system, and we want some runes to sacrifice. This rune, that rune, every rune. Alright, we're going to dump those in. Let's look for an orb, because I know we just put one in there. We use that Master Blood orb. There, we'll grab 9 more. How did I only grab 9? I could have swore I put in 18. I guess I didn't. Okay, alright. So let's see, 1, 2, and we're just keeping the same gap all the way around it. There we go. Okay, see, that one ran out of blood. And how am I doing in health? I need to... Yeah. So let me take a minute and refill this altar up a couple of times and finish these last couple of slates. Alright, so now we've got our blocks made up, and there's our runes, but if we check our altar, we're still level 2. It needs a finishing touch. Each of these corners, even though these 2 blocks and the block below them don't matter, it needs a glowstone right there in all 4 corners. That's what's actually making this the multi-block structure. So now if we check it, Tier 3, and we can do so much more. Now we got 1,200 life points. Let's see how much the dagger does now. Well, still only does 2. Alright. We're going to put some more stuff in it. There we go. I'm going to let that fill up. Now we're up to 6,600. Okay, so we've got a Tier 3 altar. Now comes the kind of goody gumdrops part. If you'll remember, I was talking about a ritual rod. This ritual diviner allows you to use the blood magic to do different things. In this case, if we make some tools here and add some diamond and emerald, we can get the ritual diviner. So let's do that real quick. Let's see, I got an emerald. I got an obsidian, And did I put the rest of the way? I think I did. Let's grab it. Let's see. I needed. I know I needed an emerald, or another emerald. Okay, I needed a tier, a gas tier. Had to think about that. And let's see, diviner. Let's check it out. Make sure I got everything. Okay, all right. So that's magma cream is the other one. All right. So here we go. We got magma cream. Now, bad news for me anyway is that I need. Well, that one's not so bad. That's 1,000. That's 1,000 life points. That's 1,000. Are they all only going to be 1,000? Okay, cool. All right, well, let's grab some diamonds then so we can be ready, because this is not going to take too long at all. We'll check our altar here and see how much LP we have in it. We have 6,600. That's plenty. So we're going to go ahead and put up our first item, which is the obsidian. It's going to turn into a little pill thing. Let's get this stuff out of here. All right, there's our green pill. Let's throw in our gas tier. And now, there we go. That's the blue one. This is going to be the fire one. And now, let's give it some more blood while we can. There we go. Pick that up. And an emerald one. Check our altar. Oh, the altar. 65. We can give it some more. The unfortunate thing is that you spend a lot of time until you kind of get set up eating and sacrificing yourself. Now, I did set up a beacon right there. And it has, you can tell by the buffs on me, regen. So that's been a big help, but why is that not done yet? Why you no work? You're taking my LP. Did I do that wrong? Let's check it out. Divining rod. Was it? Oh, is that it? Nope. That made the wrong thing. Yay, let's check this out. We want the water. Oh, the lapis block. Okay, do I have... I'm pretty sure I probably turned that in. So let's grab a lapis block. That's okay. We'll use that for like auto crafting or stuff. Here, I'll even hook it up to myself. You have to right click everything in Blood Magic to yourself so that you can assign who it belongs to. That way it uses your pool of life points when it's crafting stuff or performing tasks. Alright, there's our blue one. Okay, so now let's do our divining rod. Diviner. There we go. And if we shift click, we have got our ritual diviner, which I pulled out these emeralds and stuff and I don't even need them. Okay, cool. So let's see. We got our shift right click, Ritual of the Full Spring, Serenade of the Nether. We can do all kinds of rituals, but the one we really want is the one I passed by. And it is not this one, not that one. Keep going. Oh, we finally passed around. We want the suffering. There we go. Well of Suffering. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to using our blood magic. We're going to set up our stuff so that we can have this ritual working directly underneath the blood altar so that it can do some work for us. So that item, let's see here. All right. What I need to do now is remove these blue temple blocks, and then it'll be a little bit easier to show you. Okay, so we got these blocks going, and let's grab them real quick. Okay, so when you're doing a ritual, if you're not sure what kind of blocks you're going to need, this ritual diviner will actually tell you, as long as you craft a ritual stone, a master ritual stone, and that involves making 4 ritual stones, which are each reinforced slate. That'll get you 4, with some obsidian in your little orb. And then you put that together with some more obsidian, you get the master ritual stone. So basically, what you can do is you can take your, where do I have it? I don't. Those are for something else. Let's grab it from down here. Did I toss my master ritual stone away? That would be hilarious. Let's check. Not a riotal. I don't see it. Okay. Alrighty. I got 2 ritual stones there. Where's my orb? There's my orb. Put that in the middle. Alright, there's our master ritual stone. So I did some spacing. That's what all those blocks were. And this is where I want it. And supposedly, nope. I'm just going to keep clicking around until I get to the wrong one. So let me get back to where we go. Ritual Serenade should be soon. And there we go. Ritual of Suffering. So I thought all I had to do was right click this, but apparently not. Wait, do I have to attach this to me? Ritual tune to face north. Press shift for extend. No, it's got me. Okay, there we go. So if we hold shift, it'll tell us exactly what we need. We need 4 air stones, 16 water, 8 fire, 4 earth, and 4 dusk. Now, the pack is set up, so basically you don't even have to craft those stones. You can just make ritual stones and come over here to the ritual stone thing, and it'll start placing the stones for you. So if we count those, it's actually a total of 36 ritual stones, and I've got not that many. I don't think I have any right now. So let me spend some time getting some ritual stones together. Alright, well, today's episode's already running a little bit long because blood altars have so much explanation going into it. So I'm actually over at JSM's base, borrowing some LP and refilling them when I can. He's actually got an automated setup that works really well. And let me put this over here. Basically, he's into mind chem, so he's got penicillin sitting here. Wait, it's penicillin now? Yep, there we go. So basically what he can do is he can just sit here and self-sacrifice and never need to worry about hunger, never need to worry about life. He just continues to sit here and do his thing. And that's in mind chem. Now when you walk out of it, you go into extreme hunger and you start starving. So the way out of it is obviously just to stake up, but while you're in it, you can pump this thing full of LP all day long. And of course he's got a very big tank over here all set up. So I am of course taking advantage of it and filling up with more LP of my own whenever I can to kind of keep the system topped off. Not that he's in any danger of running out anytime soon, but yeah, when I come back next time, what I'm going to do is we're going to set up this ritual of suffering. Then we're going to start talking about having a better way of gathering our life points than playing with a dagger. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. Oops, and that's what happens. And if you'll look, there's my debuff, Soul Fray. And that's a debuff that I am going to have to deal with for 5 minutes. Basically, it prevents me from being able to properly sacrifice anything, which is fine, because there's enough LP in his system that I don't technically need to, but it's about what's the right thing to do. You know, I don't want to leech off of him without trying to in some way replenish it. So that's basically what I'm going to end up doing. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait for this fray to run off. But anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and like I said, when we come back, we'll play with some LP, and we'll kind of expand our blood altar a little bit, and who knows, we may be able to even get up to tier 4 like his altar right there. So until next time, guys, take it easy.